Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Miss Crochet and Coffee here. And today's tutorial will be a waffle stitch. Now waffle stitch is exactly what it sounds like. It's a stitch that when you are done looks like a waffle. So what you'll need for this project is your yarn, which I am using Red Heart Super Saver in the color Royal. I have my crochet hook, and off to the side you want obviously a pair of scissors to trim your yarn with later. So let's get started. With a waffle stitch, you're always going to complete this with a chain. When you do your foundation chain, it's going to have a multiple of 3. So any multiple of 3 will work, but today we're going to use a multiple of 3, and we're going to use 33 as our multiple. So what we're going to do is create a slip stitch first. And if you don't remember, I grab my tail and my working end like this to make a loop on your finger. And then I just twist my finger around to make an X. Once you make that X, pinch that tail so you have it like this. And then I just take the working yarn and I roll it over my finger like this. And now the working yarn is the one that's up front, and then the first one is the one in the back. Now that one in the back, you're going to pull forward and pull off your finger without pulling that last one off, and then you're going to pull up, and that will create a slip knot for you. And then you're just going to pull that tight. We're going to put it on our hook. And tighten it up there. And then you're going to do your multiple of 3. Now again, like I said, my foundation chain is going to be 33. So you just yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, pull through. And you're going to do that until you have the desired amount of stitches that you would like. And then I'll meet you back at the start of round 2. Alright, so now with the size that I'm making, this would be a good size for, say, like a dishcloth. But this pattern also, of course, can be used to make blankets, scarves, stuff like that, cowls. So now that we've got our multiple of 3 for the 33 chains, or however many chains you want. For this tutorial, again, we're doing 33. We're going to double crochet in the 5th chain from the hook. And don't worry, if you don't remember what a double crochet is, I will show you. But for right now, we're going to show you how to count your chains. Now, each one of these little V's is a chain. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So your 5th chain from your hook. So we're going to get that back on there. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to yarn over. We're going to insert our hook into that 5th stitch. We're going to yarn over again and pull that through. So you have 3 loops on your hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through once, yarn over, pull through twice. Now you're going to double crochet the rest of the way in each stitch, all the way till you get to the end. And I'll meet you when you get there. Alright, now please do remember at any time to pause the video if you need more time to get yourself situated or get the correct amount of stitches or make yours look what you would consider right. Alright, so moving on. And I have also will of course put the directions at the top of the video as I go along, so that if you need to pause to see the written instructions as well, they are right there at the beginning for you. So we're going to move on to row 2. Now row 2 is going to start off with a chain 3. Each row will start off as a chain 3, and that will count as your first double crochet for each round throughout your pattern. Okay, so let me do that again because I did that off camera there and you guys couldn't see me. So we're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So we have our chain 3 and we're going to turn our work. Alright, so in one of my previous videos, I showed you how to front post double crochet. And if you have forgotten, don't worry, this tutorial will show you how to do it again. So what you're going to do, you're going to go in between the post, come up to bring that post up on your hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through 2. Okay? Then we're going to do 1 double crochet. 2. And then from here and throughout, we're going to do 1 front post double crochet, another front post double crochet, and then a double crochet. And you follow those 3 stitches the whole way throughout. So 1 front post double crochet, 1 front post double crochet, and then a double crochet. Front post in the next, another front post in the next. Oh. And then a double crochet. Now this pattern will be something really nice to make a blanket or a dishcloth with. You can even make scarves with it. I've seen it. I've made a few scarves with it actually, and it actually does turn out pretty nice. So we're going to do another front post here. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to leave them down in the comments section below. If you're not already liking and subscribing to the channel, please feel free to do so. To see more content like this, more crochet tutorials. I also do diamond painting on this page, but I do have playlists, so if you're only interested in one or the other, you can easily access that craft, I would say. We're going to, of course, do this all the way to the end. And I'm going to stop there. We're going to complete that all the way to the end in that same pattern. So double crochet, 1 front post double crochet, 1 front post double crochet, double crochet. And you'll complete that the whole way throughout until you get to the end. All right, how are we doing so far? Hopefully good. If not, and something looks amiss or not right, go ahead and go back and check your work. Feel free to pause the video. Take as much time as you need. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and move on to round 3. So what we're going to do is, again, we're going to turn our work. And we're going to chain 3. So we're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. And that, of course, counts as your first double crochet. We're then going to double crochet in the 2nd and 3rd stitch. So 2nd stitch, double crochet, another double crochet, and then we're going to front post double crochet. And you're going to repeat that pattern the whole way throughout. So it's double crochet, another double crochet, and then front post double crochet. Double crochet, double crochet, front post double crochet. And if you haven't noticed, between the front and the back, you're essentially doing the opposite. So on this side, you're doing 2 double crochets and a front post double crochet, and on the other side, you're doing 2 front post double crochets and a double crochet. And of course, I will have the pattern written out at the top of the screen so that you can easily access it, pause the video, check it out, make sure you're doing it correctly, check your errors if you have any, check to make sure you're doing it correctly, and then you can move on from there. And this is a great pattern for those who love pattern repeats, because essentially with this pattern, you're just going to complete rows 2 and 3 until you have the desired size you want. And that's as simple as that. And we're going to do a couple rounds, more like to make it look like a dishcloth, so that you can see what the waffle stitch will look like when it's actually, forming. Now that we've gotten to the end, And then it should start to look like this, which looks like, well, right now it kind of looks like an ice cube tray, to be honest. But the more you do it, the more it will look like a waffle. So again, you're going to complete rows 2 and 3, flip-flopping them back and forth until you have your desired length. All right, so moving on to round 4, it's the same as round 2. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're then going to front post double crochet and then double crochet. We're then going to do a front post double crochet, another front post double crochet in the next stitch, and then a double crochet. And we're going to repeat that pattern the whole way throughout. So we're going to do that one more time. Front post double crochet, another front post double crochet, and then a double crochet. And we're going to work that 3-stitch pattern the whole way throughout. So we're going to double crochet, front post double crochet, front post double crochet, and then a double crochet. And again, like I said in the previous round, essentially you're doing the same thing back and forth. One side is the opposite of the other, and that's what creates the stitch that looks like a waffle. Have it. Congratulations, you completed round 4. Now, if you need a second to pause, please feel free to pause the video here. Check to make sure everything looks okay. If everything looks fine, we're going to keep going. If not, please feel free to pause the video at any time and check your work to see where you might have gone wrong. So we're going to go ahead and do one more round, and then you should have it. And as you can tell, there's obviously going to be a front and a back. So the back of your work should look like this. And the front of your work is what's going to start looking like the waffle, okay? So we're going to start off our round with a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're then going to do a double crochet, followed by another double crochet, and then a front post double crochet. And again, you're going to follow that pattern for this row the whole way throughout. So double crochet, double crochet, front post double crochet. And we'll do this last round together, and then I'll let you go off and do it on your own. And I would love to see if you were able to complete a waffle stitch. If you were, please feel free to tag me on Facebook or Instagram at Miss Crochet and Coffee. I love seeing everybody's work and seeing if I was able to help at least one person. Because if I, of course, help one person, I've done what I wanted to do with this tutorial. So you're going to keep that repeat. 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 front post double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, 1 front post double crochet. Then we're going to double crochet, double crochet, 1 front post double crochet, double crochet, 1 front post double crochet, and then 2 double crochets. And there you have it. There is your waffle stitch. Now, this is going to fold up on me a little bit, but that's okay. So we have our waffle stitch. Now you complete rounds 2 and 3 until you have the desired length that you would like. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. This has been another tutorial by Miss Crochet and Coffee. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them down there. Really, I have no issue answering any questions you might possibly have. Again, thank you so much for watching. You're not walking anywhere, so thank you for watching. And I hope to see you in my next tutorial. Bye, guys.